Namaste, I am Coach Tejasvi and I welcome you to Living the Yoga Sutras series. One Sutra, one day. Over the last few sutras, Patanjali has shown us the path of dedicated practice, faith, energy, remembrance, meditation, wisdom. He has reminded us that the depth of our aspiration and the sincerity of our effort shape our journey. And then, with just 4 words, he opens another doorway. A doorway that has inspired seekers for thousands of years. Let's take a conscious breath in and a slow, long exhale. Let's shut out the noise of the world and align ourselves to understand today's sutra. Today we reflect on Yoga Sutra 1.23. The sutra is Īśvara Praṇidhānād Vā. Let us break and chant it. Īśvara Praṇidhānād Vā. A simple translation is, or through devotion and complete surrender to Īśvara. Although this sutra is brief, every word carries profound meaning here. Īśvara is not merely a deity in the conventional sense. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali will soon describe Īśvara as a special Purusha, untouched by afflictions, karma, or the limitations that bind ordinary beings. We will look at it eventually. Pranidhana means wholehearted dedication, profound reverence, or complete offering of oneself. And the small word va means or. That single word is very significant. Patanjali is not replacing the path of practice. He is revealing another valid doorway into yoga. Until now, Patanjali has spoken about what the seeker must cultivate. Now he introduces the transforming power of surrender. At first, surrender may sound like giving up. But that is not what Patanjali means. True surrender is not passivity. It is not abandoning the responsibility. It is not waiting for someone else to solve our problems. In fact, it is offering the deepest center of our being to something higher than our individual ego. Vyasa explains that through Īśvara Praṇidhāna, the mind becomes naturally one-pointed. Why? Because the burden of I am alone the doer starts to dissolve. The doership begins to dissolve. Our effort continues, our discipline continues, but the anxiety, pride, and constant self-centeredness gradually softens. This is not the absence of effort. It is the purification of effort. Think of a musician preparing for a concert. For months, there is rigorous practice, discipline, correction, repetition. Nothing is left to chance. But when the performance begins, there comes a moment when the musician stops thinking about the technique. Something deeper, bigger than him takes over. The music begins to flow through them. The preparation was essential, but so was the willingness to let go. Yoga unfolds in a very similar way. Patanjali never asks us to choose between effort and surrender. He asks us to discover how they complement one another. We practice with sincerity, we act with full responsibility, and then we release our attachment to being the sole controller of every outcome. Perhaps this is why surrender is so difficult. The ego finds security in control. The heart finds freedom in trust. Today, as you reflect, ask yourself gently, what am I trying to control that I could instead offer with trust? Perhaps it is the outcome of your work, a relationship, a personal ambition, or even your spiritual progress. Continue to give your best, but notice whether your effort is accompanied by tension or by quiet trust. Because surrender does not weaken your effort, it transforms the spirit in which effort is offered. Īśvara Praṇidhānād Vā. Patanjali reminds us that alongside discipline, there is devotion. Alongside effort, there is surrender. And when both come together, the journey of yoga becomes not only a path of self transformation, but also a relationship with the higher. In the next sutra, Patanjali will tell us more about who Īśvara is and why this principle occupies such an important place in yoga. Until then, practice wholeheartedly, surrender with humility, and allow both effort and grace to walk together. Namaste.